तेभ्यो प्राप्तेभ्य पृथगर्हाणि कारयांचकार सह प्रातः संजिहान उवाच न मेस्तेनो जनपदेन कदर्यो न मद्यपो नानाहिताग्निर्ना विद्वान्न स्वैरी स्वैरिणी कुतो यक्षमाणो वै भगवन्तो अहमस्मि यावदेकैकस्मात् धनं दास्यामि तावद् भगवद्भ्यो दास्यामि वसन्तु भगवन्त इति तेभ्यो प्राप्तेभ्य for them when they had reached the king Pritagarrani Karayanchakara. He arranged for adoration separately for each one of them. Pritak Arrani for adoration purpose. Karayanchakara he arranged different things because they are guests. They thought, and they're all great householders, Brahmins, great acharyas. They were well respected, and through priests and also through servants, everything was arranged for them for their stay. But they did not take any food at all. The king was reported that these 6 rishis have not taken food or not milk or anything. So, after leaving his bed the next day early morning, Saha Prata Sanjayana Eva. Sanjayana means just after leaving the bed itself. The early morning, what happens? To awake the king, Suprabhatam is said like. Just like what deities do Suprabhatam, the Bandi Jana, they are called as Bandi. They all go on praising the king. Oh, such and such a king, go on, get up, get up. At that time only they give the report. Those 6 rishis have not taken anything. Immediately brushed and all and took a bath and went to them and said, don't think that I have got whatever I have, possess, food, etc., money and everything, is not being acquired from my praja, the citizens, in a wrong way, in an adharmic way, in a non-religious way, not by torturing or any other way. Everything is given by themselves according to the rules and regulations of the country. And how is my country? And the money that's coming also, maybe it's coming from prostitute house. Taxes are coming from there. Many ways. Or maybe you are supporting some dacoits. They are also paying you something. It has also come to the treasure. Just like nowadays government. Police and all are like that only. Therefore he says, Namesteno Janapade. In my country, there is not a single thief. Not a single thief. Na kadaryo. No miser at all. A person who is having a lot of money goes on giving charity. Now, you can't find a single miser in my country. Kanjusri. Kadarya, kanjus. Na madhyapa. Not a single wine bibber. A drunkard. Na anahitagnihi, who does not perform many Vedic rituals, such a person is not available in my country. Each and every person, each and every citizen who has married has got ahitagni, is doing agnihotra, performing all the Vedic rituals properly, time to time. Avidwan, na vidwan, not a single uneducated person. Vidwan is not a scholar here, education, according to their ability. Somebody goes only up to first standard and fails out. Somebody goes to 8th standard. Somebody up to 10th. Somebody inter. Somebody degree. Some people do it even PhD. Therefore, it does not mean that they are not educated. Only if you do degree only, then you are educated. It's not like that. Everybody has gone to school according to their capacities. They are studying. So all are educated. There is no one uneducated. That means no one is there who has never gone to a school. Everybody who takes birth goes to schools in our country. Such as my country. Na Swairi, there is not a single lived person. LEWD. Vivichari Purusha. So Swairini Kuta. How can there be a prostitute in my country then? An adulterous woman, a prostitute. Yakshamano vai Bhagavanto Ahamasmi. And I shall surely be performing a sacrifice. And don't think that I am giving you less money or what, doing adoration. They might give some dakshina in puja, Pad puja they did. I think 100 rupees maybe. And he thought maybe these people are thinking I give less money. Therefore, still in this treatment also, the king says, surely within a short while or within a few days, I am going to perform a sacrifice. And tavat bhagavad dasami yavad ekasva ritvija dhanam dasyami. I shall give you that much wealth as I shall be giving to each and every priest separately. That much I am going to give you also separately to each and every one. Therefore, please stay on until the yajna is going to happen. Vasanto Bhagavanta, oh venerable sirs, please stay on until then. Tebhyaha Raja, Tebhya for them, Raja means the king, Praptebhya, those who had reached, Prutak, separately to each and every one, Arhani means Arhanani, adorations, Purohitair, Bhrutyaischa. Purohitair means through prostitute, through the priests, and Bhrityahi means servants. Karyanchakara arranged Karitavan, he arranged things to them. All that's necessary for hospitality, for their respect accordingly, whatever has to be done was arranged well. Saha Anyedhyu, but that king, the very next day morning, Raja, Pratah, early in the morning, Sanjihana eva, just by getting up from the bed, just leaving the bed, Vacha, said to those 6 people. That means it does not mean without washing his face and mouth he went on. Got up from the bed and it is daily early morning nature call and everything. After that only he went. Vinayena upagamya, how he has gone in front of them. Vinayena upagamya. Vinayena means what? With all modesty. He went close to them with folded hands and said, Etad dhanam mat upadadbham. Please accept this wealth from me. Tai pratyakhyato. But being rejected by them, those people rejected. Tai means by them, pratyakhyata, being rejected, mai dosham pashyanti. The king started to think about, oh, that means these people are thinking the wealth that I have is corrupt wealth. It's not a pure wealth. That's why these people are not accepting. This is what he thought. Negative thinking is happening, but they were not accepting the wealth. It's not because less or a bad wealth or a corrupt wealth. Because they thought that for what purpose we have come, that we have to do first. If we have not come for money, why should we accept it? So, but he's thinking in his own way, the king, Mai dosham pashyanti. He thought that these people are seeing some defect in me, that is in my wealth. Nunam, yato na pratiganna. I am sure that they are seeing some defect in my wealth, therefore they are not accepting. Yato na pratigrannati. As and because they are not accepting, it is clear, he says. Matta dhanam, not accept from me this money. Dhanam here is both hospitality, food, etc., as well as money also. Iti manvana, thinking so, atmana sadvrtatam pratipapadeshan aha. But now, thinking so, what the king did, he wanted to show and make them realize his conduct was perfect. He was not a corrupt person. With the will to establish pratipipadeshan, with the will to establish his good conduct, sadvrtatam atmana, one's own, his own sadvrtatam is his own good conduct. To establish that, he said as follows, aha. What is it? Name mama janapade. Me means mama. In my janapade country, nastenaha paraswaharta vidyate. Na paraswaharta. Paraswa means others' wealth. Harta means stealer. A stealer of others' wealth does not exist in my country at all. Stena, the meaning of stena is paraswaharta, a stealer of others' wealth. Nakadaryo, and not a single miser, means adatta sati vibhave, does not give in charity in spite of having a lot of wealth. Sati vibhave means having possessed of a lot of wealth. But still, adata does not give anything in charity. Mahakanjus. Such a person does not exist in my country. Namadhyapa, a drunkard, not a single drunkard. That is a person who drinks wine by birth. Dijottamasan, and that too being a Brahmin. It is impossible in my country. Being a Brahmin, a person drinks wine. He cannot just think in a dream. Such is my country. Dijottama, the actual meaning of the word is the greatest among the Dvijas, twice born people. The foremost among the twice born people. You can see that. Who is that? Brahmin only. The twice borns are Brahman, Kshatriya and Vaishya. All the three are called as twice born. Because in all these three there is Upanaya Sanskara. They will have the Janu. This is the sacred thread. Therefore all these three are Dvija. Among them the Uttama, the foremost, is Brahmin. And you cannot find a Brahmin, that means to say, that is just indicating that not even a single Kshatriya, not even a single Vaishya also never drink. Because when the foremost person is not doing, the others will also will not dare to do so. Once the Brahmins got degenerated, all got degenerated automatically. Bhashakar is told very clearly in the beginning of this Gita Bhashya. This Brahman was a guru. He was teaching and he lost his character and conduct. Everybody started to lose their character and conduct, following him. He binds the society, he teaches the society, he guides the society, and he is out of order, everything is out of order. So he says, Dvijottama's son, na anahitagni shatugu san. Na anahitagni. You can never find a single person who is not doing his rituals day to day, in time to time, being a possessor of at least 100 cattle, 100 cows. Because if you are Ahitagni, you have to do Agnihotrandal and you have to call some priest and give some dakshina. For that, you should, in those days, cows were dakshina. There is no other rupees. Cows are some rupees. Give 1 cow, 2 cow. For that, at least you have to have 100 cows so that he can give to somebody some dakshina, as dakshina. Therefore, he says, being a Shatagu, maybe some poor Brahmin, he is not performing time to time. Such people who are very poor, they don't possess anything. But being a possessor of at least 100 cattle and is not performing any sacrifice, such a person cannot exist in my country at all. You can't find such a person in my country. Na vidvan adhikar anurupam. You see? According to his own status and ability, there is none who you can find that was not educated. Na swairi, not a single lived person. L-E-W-D. L-E-W-D, lived person. Vebhichari Purusha. Pradarisha who visits others' wives, who has relationship, illegal physical relationship with others' wives, is called as the lived person. You can't find any single like that. So, Atayeva Swarini Kutu, Dushticharani na sambhavadityartha. Therefore, it is very clear that how is it possible that a prostitute exists in my country? Dushticharani na sambhavati. Voluptuous woman cannot be in my country at all. You can't find a single woman being voluptuous of her own character. Taischa na vayam dhanena artinaha. But at this moment only they stopped the king and said in between that we are not seekers of wealth. Therefore we don't want this wealth. Taischa, being told by them what? Vayam dhanena artino na. We are not the seekers of wealth. Ityukta, when they said so, aha, alpam matvaiti dhanam na grihnanti. Ityukte, aha. When they said, then he thought what? They are saying so just because the wealth that I have given them is very, very less. Matva, thinking so, ete dhanam na grihnanti, alpam iti matva, thinking that it is very less money, therefore they are not accepting this money. This is what he thought. And he started to explain, Yakshamano vai, Kativir ahovir, aham, he Bhagvanto vasmi. He Bhagvanta, oh venerable sirs, within a short while or within a few days, I shall be performing a sacrifice. Tadartham tulriptam dhanam maya. Tadartham tulriptam dhanam maya. Tadartham means for that purpose. For that particular sacrifice purpose only, I have set apart some money. Out of that only I am going to give. That means I am not going to give my personal money or other money. Because the rule for a grihastha, whatever he earns, he has to divide into 6 divisions, according to Manusmriti. 6, divide into 6. As soon as you get the profits, what is the profit? Apart from what you invested, all those expenses and all, removing all those things, whatever leftover profit is there, it is divided into 6 divisions. 1 for wife and children, 1 for the future, 1 for the present expenses of wife and children, for personal expenses, 1 for the future, 1 for charity, 1 for the rituals, 1 for the king, and 1 for emergency. If any emergency calamity strikes the country, immediately we have to offer it. Or this much person has been collected from my personal gains. So daily you are putting 1 rupee, 2 rupees. Once in a year some calamity takes place, some floods come, some earthquake happens, or some such thing happens, and the king asks, come on, who have kept such money, please give. Immediately that much which has been separated for that purpose should be given. In these 6 divisions it has been done. It has been stated clearly in the Manusmriti and all Shastras. So he says, I am not giving money which has been set apart for some other purpose. Tadartameva. The money that is set apart for sacrifice purposes only, from that money only I am going to give you. No, don't think that I will go from some other money and you will not take again. Yavadekekasme yathoktam ritviye dhanam dasyami. That much wealth which I am going to offer to each and every priest. Tavat pratyekam bhavabhyapi dasyami. That much wealth only, surely I am going to give to each and every venerable soul. Not all together for the 6 together, 1. No. For each and every one, equal to one priest. Vasantu bhagavantaha pashyantu cha mama yagamituktaha. Therefore, please stay over in my country and accept all the hospitality and money that I am offering to you. And please, being here, watch the sacrifice that I am going to do in future. Tehochaho. In reply, they said, Tehochur yena hivarthena purushascharet tam haiva vadet atmanam eva imam vaishwanaram sampratidheshi tameva no bruhiti. See the Vedic period king how he was. He was still the guarantee of the whole country. Not a single thief is there, not a single prostitute is there, not a single drunkard is there. And our PM itself is a drunkard. What do you know? Non-vegetarian PM. Ajapi, not Vajapi. Va Ajapi. You people don't understand the meaning. You do it like that. Va means Vikalpa. Ajapi. Aja means bakri khane wala. Bakri ka doodh peene wala. 100% non-vegetarian. So nowadays the kings are like that. So what you can expect? In those days the kings were so. They are the guarantee of the whole country itself. Not only guarantee once, no, we can't even guarantee ourselves that we are not told a lie. We are not cheating, we are not stealing. Nobody can guarantee oneself itself. That's the condition. Tehocho. They said, Yena haiva arthena purushascharet. Of that very reason for which you are, for that very purpose, for which a person approaches to another person, that is what we should say. That very subject should be spoken of as soon as we reach. We should not waste time. I see many people come, they all discuss either this and that, politics and everything, for what purpose they came, they forget. We don't speak at all about that. Or while going, they start to speak about that. And the time is over. The foolishness of the people. But what is actually the Satpurushas, the good people, educated people, the moral people, they never do like that. They say, first, for what purpose we come, first we'll discuss that. A general discussion we can do in the beginning. How are you? All well, everything is well and fine. That's all. Don't go on deep into it. Therefore he says, Tai hote hochu, they said, Yen haiva arthena purushascharet tam haiva vade. Of that very subject for which purpose a person approaches another person, Indeed, that should be spoken of surely to with anybody. Atmanam eva imam Vaishwanam samprati adheshi. So the purpose they are mentioning very clearly. At present, that is now, it is you. Adheshi means you know and you practice the self which is called as Vaishwanara. Tameva no bruhi. Tell us of that Vaishwanara only to us. This is what we want to hear from you, nothing else. We are not in need of anything else. Bhashan. Te hocho. Yen haiva arthena prayojanena. Arthena means prayojanena, the purpose for which you have gone. Yam pratichare, towards whom you approach. Gachet. Purusha, that person should do what? Tam haiva artham vadet. That matter only he has to speak of. Idameva prayojanam agamanasya iti ayam nyaya satam. This indeed is the purpose of our coming. This is what the nyaya, this is the custom followed by satam. Satam is by the good people. Vayancha Vaishwana Jnanartinaha, and we are seekers of the knowledge of Vaishwanara. Atmanam eva imam Vaishwanam. Well, of this self, which is called as Vaishwanara. Sampratim is at present adheshi. You do study, you do know, you do teach, and you do practice. Samyik janasi. You know thoroughly. Ataha, therefore, tameva no asmabhyam bruhi. Please tell us indeed about him. Him means that Vaishwanara only. Ityukta. When they said so, what the king says. They are coming and asking directly, Vidya, how can I give you Vidya like that? This is not the way of asking any knowledge, or it is not the way of imparting any knowledge to another. To receive a knowledge and to impart a knowledge, there is a custom, how we have to go. Even though he is a king, and these are Brahmins, there was a bit ego maybe, therefore they did not go in that way at all, the way they have to go and ask for. They directly ask, you know Vaishara Vidya, come on, give it to me. Many people come like that also. Swamiji, come on, question directly. Badao hai kya? Many come like that here also. But what the king says, that is why. I'll tell tomorrow. The Brahmins understood. Wise. Trying to delay or trying to escape from this. Tanhovacha. प्रातर्वह प्रतिवक्तास्मीति तेह समित पाण पूर्वान्य प्रतिचक्रमिरे तान अनुपनीयैव एतदुवाच तानोवाच to them he said प्रातर्वह प्रतिवक्तास्मि the next morning I will going to answer to you people whether I will give you the vidya or not. It depends on how you come to me. Teha samit paana santah, they understood everything. Therefore, Samit Panya, with faggots in hand, they reached him in the next day's forenoon. Purvaneva Pratichakrime, they approached the king in the forenoon itself, early in the morning. Tanha Anupaniyeva, without even initiating them. Etadvacha, he said thus the Vidya itself directly. What he said, how he is going to give the Vidya is a different way. Bhashan. Tanhovacha. To them he said, what? Pratarva Vishmabhyam Prativaktasmi. To you, Vishmabhyam, to you all, Prativaktasmi, I will be answering Prataha, the next day morning. Vaha means Vishmabhyam. The meaning of Vaha is Vishmabhyam, to you all. Prativaktasmi, I will be answering. When? Prataha, the next day morning, tomorrow. Prativaktasmi means Prativakyam Datasmi. I am promising that I will surely give an answer to your each and every question. Teha Rajya Viprayajnaha. Being told so and becoming aware of king's intention. Rajya Abhipraya. King's intention. They knew. Abhiprayajya. They becoming aware of the intention of the king. What did they do? Samitpanya, with faggots in hand, ta, those rishis, all the six, apridhyo, the next day, purvanhe, in the forenoon only, Rajanam Pratisthikara, they reached the king Gatavantaha. They reached the king. Yatayevam Mahashala Mahashrotriya Brahmana Santo Mahashalatva Vimanam Hitva Samitbhara Hasta Jatito Hinam Rajan Vidyarthino Vinena Upajagno Tatha. As and because Yatah. This is the teaching being given here by the affair, what they have done, by the conduct. The rishis have given a lesson to us, to the present day person. What is the teaching? Bhashikar is telling how to approach a guru. Yati evam, as and because you are seeing this, it is like this. Although, how they were, Mahashala, being great householders, Mahashrotriya, being great adept of the Vedas, and by caste also being Brahmana, Santa. What did they do? Mahashalatvaja Vimanam Hitva, abandoning the pride of being a Brahmin, the pride of being a great householder, the pride of being a great Vedic scholar. Samitbhara Hasta, with faggots in their hand, just an ordinary, illiterate brahmachari is going for the first time to a teacher's house. In the same way they went in front of him. Jatito Heenam Rajanam. Who was actually the king? How was he? Who was low by caste. Towards him, Vinayeno Pajagbo approached with all modesty for acquiring the knowledge. Vidyarthina Santa. For acquiring the knowledge, that means to say, to acquire knowledge, we should be above. We should not consider the caste, creed, the class, the status. We should see that. Whatever may be the caste of the person who is having the possession of the knowledge, whatever might be his status at present, in whichever stage he is, we do not think he is a vanaprastha or a sannyasi or a brahmachari or a grihastha, what he is. In which stage, which class, which status, was a poor or rich, nothing should be considered at all for attaining knowledge. Without considering all these things and abandoning our own ego, if that is not considering all the things of the Guru means abandoning our ego, abandoning all the pride of our own big great. Because maybe we are older than the Guru by age, we are of a higher class than the Guru by caste, and maybe by status in the society also, we may a higher status fellow, a millionaire son, going to an ordinary teacher who does not even have a proper chair in his house. But if he wants some knowledge, he has to go. He cannot tell, I am king's son, why should I go? I am millionaire son, why should I go like that? Why should I go and sit under the floor and study? But that is the quality of the teacher. He does not want to know. Even the millionaire may give, but he says, no, your son should sit like that only and learn from me. If he wants to learn, take him away. Nowadays, those days are gone. You can't find such teachers. But they are ready to go to the person's house itself to teach their children. And those people also want to go, Dr. Saab, jaiye, sabji laiye, go and bring past vegetables. They send the teacher to bring vegetables also. This is a condition. The poor fellow goes and brings saris from the person who is ironing there, from that shop, from the laundry. He brings clothes and everything, and then he teaches also at the will of the child. The child wants to learn, it will learn, it will sit. Otherwise, no. Such is the condition of the poor teachers nowadays. But those days, it is not the way of it. That's why the knowledge that we attain nowadays is not successful at all for any reason. For any purpose not being useful. Such boys, they are becoming all horrible boys. That's why he says the way of earning the knowledge, receiving the knowledge, the way to impart us. Tatha Anyer Vidyopaditsuho. Anyai Vidya Upaditsuho. Similarly, even others who are seekers of knowledge, Vidya Upaditsuho, the seekers of knowledge, Bhavitavyam, should also behave in the same way. Tebhyascha Adat Vidyam. And to them the king imparted the knowledge. How? Anupaniyaiva, upanayana kruttaiva, without even initiating them. To them. That means another lesson for us. Yatha yogi for the teachers now. That lesson for the students, how they have to go. And now it's for the teacher, to whom he has to impart. A person, a knowledgeable person, should not even care for the caste, creed, etc. to impart the knowledge. Being impartial of caste, creed, etc., he has to impart the knowledge that he has. If the person is competent. That's what I say. Yatha yogyebhyo vidyamadat. As the king imparted the knowledge to competent persons, because those rishis were competent for that, therefore he gave them without considering, without initiation, without anything. Similarly, so what today also tatha anyenapi, by other teachers also, vidya dhatavya iti akhyaika artha. Vidya, the knowledge should be imparted. This is the import of the story. That means to say, a teacher should be impartial, and he has to impart the knowledge that he has, irrespective of the caste, creed, class, and status. Etad Vaishwan Vidya Vijnanam Uvacha. Etad Uvacha means what? Etad, this he said. This he said means this, the knowledge of Vaishwanara was said to them. This is how you have to conjugate the words Etad Uvacha with Vakshamanena Sambandha, with the knowledge of Vaishwanara, which is going to be spoken of. So, but the way is going to impart the knowledge is also peculiar here. Therefore, there is a small debate will be there. Because they have come to ask you, and you are asking to them only indirect. What is this? Being a teacher, how you can ask a student? Because the teacher is asking now the question to the students. Next day morning when they came, he said, Aupamanyava kantam attanupassaiti divam meva bhagavo rajaniti hovacha esho suteja atta vaishwanaro yam tam attanupasse tasmat tava sutam prasutam asutam kule drishyate. Hey Upamanyava, oh Upamanyu son, kantam attanupasse, which thing do you meditate upon as self? Or which self do you meditate upon as Vaishwanara? Which thing you consider as self and meditate upon it as Vaishwanara? Iti. The person answered, Divameva Bhagava. Indeed, heaven, the Divaloka. This itself I consider as Atma, and on that I meditate as Vaishwanara. Rajan, O venerable king, this is what is said. Iti hovacha. Bhagavo Rajaniti hovacha. You see, when replying, Divam eva Bhagavo was enough. Iti. Why did he say Rajani? O king. That means without doing initiation, if a person gives the knowledge, you cannot tell that that person is a guru. You can't consider him as a guru, just an ordinary teacher. Without initiation, imparting knowledge does not build up a relation of guru and shishya. It depends on the shishya. If he wants to consider him as a guru, he can consider. But this is a rule that just because you attend a knowledge, a particular knowledge from a person, that he has to be accepted as a guru. That's why he's not only Bhagava, he's a king also. That means you're not a guru. He's indicating, we are getting the knowledge from you, but as and because you're not going through the procedure of initiation, etc., we need not accept you as a guru of this knowledge. Though we are earning this knowledge from you, we are getting the knowledge from you. That's why he's giving the Sambodhana. Oh, Rajan.
But he has just Bhagavaha.
Venerable is Pujya anyway. Because of the knowledge, he is Pujya. But still, he cannot be accepted for the post of a guru. He should be adored. He is a venerable person because we are taking knowledge from him. Even a school teacher also is venerable for us. He is giving some knowledge, ABCD, whatever it is. Even though it is a physical science, rubbish science, whatever it is, not fit for our spiritual development at all. But still we accept, oh, he is venerable, he is Pujya for us. But we don't say he is a guru and we don't do Pad Puja and all. He is not fit for that. Similarly, it is here. He is giving a knowledge of some meditation of certain things, but he is not a guru. To indicate this, the word is here is Rajan. Iti hovacha. This is what he replied. Yeshavai Suteja. In reply, the king says, oh, indeed, this self which you are meditating upon as Vaishvanara is called as Vaishvanara, no doubt, but is possessed of the quality good light. Suteja. Good light only. Yam Tamatmaniti Upase, the self on whom you are meditating is actually only one qualitative Vaishvanara only. One limb of the total Vaishvanara. It's the head with total light, good light. Is the head portion of the Vaishvanara. Tasmat, therefore, Tava Sutam, Prasutam, Asutam Chakule Drishyate. If it is seen in your lineage that the people who are taken birth, they extract Somarasa. They do Somayaga, great yaga, one of the greatest yagas, Somayaga. They do the Somayaga. They extract not only little, Prasutam in abundance, and Asutam countries for many days. That is, don't do Somayaga of short period Somayagas, long period Somayagas. The longest period of Somayaga is 27 days. Every month one Somayaga can be performed. Such sacrifices are seen being performed in your kule, in your lineage. It is because of this knowledge that you are possessing, that itself indicates that your lineage is so high and great.